It's me, Vicki Marie. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in this crazy world we're living in. So I just want to give you an update on the trial we've been following. The more I see of this trial, the more I hear of this woman, Julia, and the other woman, Karen. Do you know, I don't think Julia is as mentally as unstable as maybe, I've been trying to feel sorry for Julia Wandelt. But, this latest evidence that I'm going to read out to you, she is deliberately targeting Kate McCann. Now, we all have our views about the Madeleine McCann case, don't we? And whether you like Kate, you don't like her, or you think she had something to do with it. Julia is being very, very manipulative in targeting Kate. Now, you'll hear through this, she's always referring to Kate as mummy, playing on that emotion. She doesn't call Gerry dad or daddy because she knows that Gerry wouldn't have any of that shit, basically. She's picking on, it's horrible. It's almost like it's a gender thing. She's picking on Kate because she knows Kate is the most vulnerable person, calling her mum and mummy, but not the same with Gerry. And that, to me, I'm starting to see just how manipulative this woman is. And she's just an attention seeker. And Karen Spragg should know better. So, I really am, not that I was that sympathetic with her to begin with, but I think I was thinking that perhaps, it was her mental health, she should be pitied. But you know what? Now I don't think she should be pitied. Anyway, let's listen to it and then you can make your mind up. So yesterday, which was Monday the 13th of October, the trial continued. At 11:50 apparently, and jurors heard excerpts of text messages allegedly from Julia to Kate McCann. In one she wrote, "Don't block me, don't give up on me, don't reject me. You are mummy, you know it's me." More messages allegedly sent from Julia to Kate were being played to the court. One said, "I cry when I listen to your voice or see you. I don't understand why you don't want to see me. You are mummy. You know it's me. You know I'm not crazy. I remember how you hugged me before the abduction happened. You said you love me and you will find me." Then they heard a voicemail left on Kate McCann's phone, and defendant Julia said, "I know you probably think Madeleine is dead, but she is not. I can promise you I will prove who I am." And she added, "I have flashbacks. I remember being in the garden having a barbecue with you and Gerry and the kids." She doesn't say with you and dad or daddy and the kids. She's very manipulative, this woman. She's picking on Kate because she knows Kate is the most vulnerable of the two. "I cry when I hear your voice. You're the only person who can help." So Julia told Kate, "I'm not crazy. Oi! I'm not a liar. Please try to take me seriously. I feel this connection. I don't know how to explain it. You said Madeleine was your little baby. Please don't stop fighting for your little baby. You are the only person who can help me." This is as creepy as anything. I'm sorry, but it is this woman. What she's doing to Kate, regardless of what your feelings are about the truth of what happened to Madeleine, the way she's deliberately singling Kate out, and it's horrible. Now, the McCanns only went to the police in the end because these women started stalking the children. You know, they started stalking Sean and Emily, who of course are now adults in their own right. But that was the straw that broke the camel's back, wasn't it? But do you know what? Kate should have gone to the police before, because this what Julia is doing to Kate is foul. And for one woman to do it to another woman, why did she do it to Gerry? Calling him daddy, playing on his heartstrings. She knows Gerry would not have any of it. So when somebody's acting in a conscious way like that, to me, then it's not mental health issues, it's manipulation, it's narcissism. I miss you. In a second voicemail, Wandelt, who is on trial for stalking the McCann family, said, I'm crying because I miss you. I remember you. Just take me seriously. In another voicemail, she said, I'm just asking for a DNA test. I really think I am your daughter. You say you want to find Madeleine, so take the DNA test. What's the harm in having a DNA test? I can pay for it. In another one, she said, I really believe you are my biological mother. I just want a DNA test. If I'm not Madeleine McCann, then I will leave you all alone. Just don't reject me. There's a possibility I'm her. I know, I remember. I know the parents that raised me aren't my parents. I mean, she's horrible to her own parents as well, who've brought her up. She's a horrible woman. Now I'm starting to I'm losing my sympathy for her, because I can just see this, the way she's deliberately targeting Kate is horrible. Jurors have heard a recording of Gerry McCann answering his wife's phone after Wandelt rang her, and he hung up after she identified herself. In a voicemail moments later, she said, I know it was you, Gerry. She didn't say, I know it was you, Daddy. I'm just trying to find my biological family. I'm trying to find out who I really am. I really believe I am Madeleine. I won't give up. I will prove my point, with or without your help. And that was the last of that day. And now I don't think it's started yet today. Now there were some other things. Didn't she say, let's have a look. I'm sure there's some other things that I saw, that she said her DNA was a 69% match or something like that. So she claims to have compared it to the DNA from so she claimed to be to have 70% DNA or something. Let's see if I can find it. Or 69% DNA. Let's see if I can find it. Where did I see it? Yeah, having said that, 7 months ago, she claimed that they were a perfect match. And then other DNA tests say that they revealed she was fully Polish. I mean, what do we believe here? You know? What do we believe? Anyway, I know what I believe. She is not Madeleine. 100% is not Madeleine. It's horrible what she's been doing. It's horrible she's been exploited by Karen Spragg and podcasters who, you know, still spinning their rubbish. And, you know, I really do feel for Kate. Whatever happened with Madeleine on that fateful evening, the way this woman is targeting Kate in particular, and, you know, saying these things like mummy and I cry when I hear your voice, but not saying the same things to Gerry. That's what's the glaring red flag for me. If she really believes she's Madeleine, it's not only Kate's her mummy, but Gerry is her daddy. But she knows that Gerry just wouldn't have any of that, is it? She's played on Kate's vulnerability, and yeah, it's horrible. Anyway, I'll give you updates every now and again. You know, sometimes it's, let me know, obviously, what you think. As always, I want your views in comments, but also, what do you think the result's going to be? I think they're going to get found guilty. I can't see that they won't be found guilty. Their defence has been practically absent, you know, during this whole thing. The defence has been very, very absent, you know, or very quiet. I don't know if there is a defence for these people. And if they get found guilty, which, well, let me know what you think. Do you think they'll get found guilty? And if they do, let me know what you think the sentence will be. You know, I'm a great believer that stalkers should get big sentences. So I can't feel differently about this case. You know, as I've said many times, if you've ever been stalked, you know how it feels. It's just for your mental health, it just reduces you to a quivering wreck. And so if they are found guilty, they should get long sentences in my view. Not only them, you know, anyone who's found guilty of stalking. Stalking's a very, very serious offence, and it's an offence that isn't taken seriously enough sometimes. And at the end of the day, if somebody, you know, it often ends in murder. You know, there's like a progression with stalking. And, you know, Julia, she's that relentless. No wonder Kate was terrified. So anyway, as always, I'll leave it open to you to tell me what you think. God bless Maddie, wherever she is. Yeah, this case. But yeah, do you agree with me? Do you think that the reason Julia's not calling Gerry daddy, you know, is, look, Gerry, he just wouldn't have it, would he? It's like, you know, you can just tell by looking at him. He just wouldn't be doing with it at all. Whereas Kate, she's the more vulnerable one. And Julia's exploiting that to the full. And she's a very silly girl, because if she hadn't extended her stalking to Amelie and Sean, she probably would not be in this position now. But that was the last straw. You know, the McCanns it's probably like water off a duck's back now, all these years later, what people say online about them, or whatever conspiracy theories, or, you know, people's opinions on what happened. They'll have got used to that. But once Julia, you know, started on the family, you know, started on Sean and Amelie, who are the complete innocents in this, and, you know, must cross their mind that it could have been one of them that was taken. It could have been all of them that were taken. They were left alone, these three little children. And now, you know, they've been through enough, really, haven't they? Having to just cope with being the siblings of the most famous missing persons case. So, yeah, Julia, you're a silly girl, because I think you're going to get a prison sentence because of it. And Karen, she's just exploited Julia. For what reason, I don't know. Apparently she was in tears when all these voicemails were heard and she had to go out of the courtroom. Well, you know, don't go around stalking people. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you for caring, especially about Madeleine. I'll see you really soon in the next video, and until then, may your God go with you. Bye.